that happens. And hopefully that will be the last one. Thank you all for your patience. We're going to bring Jacques up right now to talk to us about the exercise design lab. Welcome, Jacques.
I'd like to talk to you about something that you're probably already very familiar with, and that is the promise of exercise. Well, you know, if you want to lose a little weight, if you want to get a little stronger, if you want to gain a little bit more confidence, what do? You exercise. If you want to get a little bit more energy or have a little bit less stress in your life, what do? You exercise, and voila, there it is, right? And even for people who rely on their body for their work, exercise can help them prevent injuries, it can help them recover faster, it can help them recover completely during the off season and also become more resilient. But here's the reality. Most people do not achieve the promise of exercise. For 4 out of 5 Americans, exercise simply doesn't work. It takes too much time, it requires such a Herculean effort that it's unsustainable, and frankly, it doesn't feel very good. And even for our friends who are really dedicated and they work out all the time, the pain that they're experiencing makes them concerned that they'll no longer be able to participate in exercise. So, 20 years ago, while I was still living in Los Angeles, I started working on a solution. What if, instead of simply focusing on the muscles, if we focus on how the brain controls the muscles and how the active muscles influence the structure and the function of the brain? That was it. That unleashed a torrent of innovation and my signature process called Neurologic Training. Now, I would really love to geek out and give you all the details on Neurologic Training, but for today, what I want you to know is that by prioritizing the relationship between the brain and the muscles changes everything. Neurologic Training is a customized exercise experience designed specifically for you. It feels great. It'll help you achieve your goals and you'll take your workouts and your life to your next level. So 3 years ago, I moved to MBI and I opened the Exercise Design Lab in Bar Harbor. And these are my clients. These are people who are active, but they have some sort of pain, and they're concerned that that pain might interrupt their ability to participate in the activities that they enjoy. From 2020 to 2021, I saw a 52% increase in my gross profits. This year, I want to double that. How am I going to do it? Well, I want to make sure that I'm reaching out to people who rely on their bodies for their work. I want to help them become more resilient. I want to help them prevent injuries. I want to help them completely recover in the off season. And to do that, I'm going to need some more equipment. I'm going to need a variety of equipment to help service this increased demand and also increased variety of people that I'll be working with. I am so thrilled to be living on MDI, and I look forward to helping to support and contribute to the health and vitality of our community. Thank you.
Thanks, Jack. Appreciate that. It wasn't clear to me what you were saying, 52% increase over the course of the last year.
52% increase in gross profit.
Gross profit, okay.
Yes.
That's important.
Yes.
No, especially.
Well, I'm curious about the equipment you need, or that you're asking.
Yes, one piece will allow me to actually have another employee working with me, so I can service more volume. And the other piece is the rowing machine, which allows me to do some full body workouts, which is something I really can't do right now. And then the treadmill allows me to work with people who are more about hiking and running. And right now I only have a bike. So I need another modality to make sure I can be specific about how I work with people.
Are you by yourself at the moment?
At the moment, I am by myself, but I have a couple of really promising candidates.
So my Peloton that is now clothes hanger is $5,000. So how does that, talk to me, how much equipment can you get with the money, I guess?
Exactly. So what I would use the money for is actually as part of a payment toward a down payment toward the equipment.
And so what's the total budget for all the equipment you need?
For all that equipment, that is $27,000.
And then, congratulations on trying to explain the brain and the body in under 3 minutes. But how does the process work? Is this just individualized training, or is there a specific program you go through? Is it diet that goes with exercise, or just training? How does all that work?
It is customized training, meaning every single exercise is designed for you. So you would never see anybody doing the same thing that you do. That's number one. Number two, we have some really cool technology that allows me to peer into specific processes that are happening inside your body. So I'll know if the exercise I designed for you is really moving you towards your goals, or are you that person who's coming, you're working out and going, why is there nothing changing? Which is the case for so many people.
So much like the cartoon, is there a start and an end to the process, or is this more of a program? Is it symptomatic or deeper than that?
It really depends on the needs of the client. So there's some people where they feel confident enough that once I show them what needs to happen, they can do it on their own. The other people who know that they need the guidance to work with me more often.
Might be an unfair question, but what's the average spend a month on something like this?
Good question. I'd say an average. About
Range.
360.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thanks, John. So now we're gonna move from the world of exercise to flowers. Molly, come on up.
Floral joy is real. Flowers spread happiness. They promote healing. Giving someone flowers acknowledges their worth. It says, you deserve joy. You deserve beauty. You are loved. Uh-oh. Flowers nourish and diversify our ecosystems. They create habitat for our pollinators, who hold the key to our food security. But not all flowers are created equal. 80% of flowers sold in the US are imported from other countries, and these imported flowers are laced with toxic pesticides and carry a massive carbon footprint. I've spent the last decade honing my agricultural and horticultural knowledge right here on MDI. I have been able to understand the nuance of this environment and create a truly sustainable growing model. I am proud to introduce to you the Little Red Flower Truck, a flower farm and floral design business rooted in community based right here on the coast of Maine. We are committed to sustainable and regenerative farming practices to provide you with the highest quality locally grown flower. We launched last year and received overwhelmingly positive feedback from our community. We grew on 1/8 of an acre and sold every stem that we could produce. This year, we're scaling up to grow on 1/2 an acre and effectively quadruple our output. Our island community is hungry for local flowers, and the 4 million people who choose to come visit this incredible place literally come here to revel in its beauty. And there is nothing more beautiful than a locally grown flower. And our customers know that. They shop with their values, and they're rewarded with the best smelling, longest lasting, most guilt-free floral joy possible. This year, we've teamed up with some rock star community partners. This will help solidify our market and deepen our brand recognition. Collaborating with our community feels like a key to all of our successes, And we are so grateful to have these connections. With $5,000, we would invest in our infrastructure and take our cold storage to the next level by purchasing a CoolBot and building a walk-in cooler. This is a necessary next step for our business, mitigating risk from variables out of our control, like weather, and decreasing product loss by over 10%. With $10,000, we would legitimize one of our strongest season extension tools, dried flowers. We would reclaim our guest room and buy a shed specifically to hang dried flowers, and also have a little workshop to create some value-added products to sell through the winter. Here at Little Red Flower Truck, we truly believe that local flowers are the future. We're so glad to have you along for the ride. Thanks so much.
Hello.
Hi.
Looks like there's a high chance Hillview Mini Barns is getting some money tonight. It's a lot of grants. So how much of the money goes to, like the cold storage and the shed? What's the breakdown?
Yeah, so my darling fiance and partner in business has sussed out the price for both of these options. We're looking at converting a small shipping container, insulating that, using the CoolBot to basically just make it a refrigerator unit, and that's about $3,700. Plus we could get the shipping container to the field, so that's pretty much right around $5,000. The shed is also around $3,500 with a little bit of a movement cost. So it's a pre-made shed, and we would just plant it right in our yard to be able to use easily.
Great. And I just want to make sure I understand the business model. I understand what you're doing on site, but then how does the truck fit into it? I read some stuff in advance, but you're going to weddings, you're going to, I'm not sure I understand what happens after you.
Absolutely, that's a great question. So the truck is basically a pop-up. It's a mobile flower shop. We use it to pop up at some of our community partner locations. It also acts as a delivery vehicle. There is actually a little bit of a cold storage box within the truck. I can go back so you can see this is the back of the truck, and it closes up when we're moving and opens up. We do children's birthday parties, so we'll show up at your party. You can do like a bouquet bar where you've got buckets of flowers and you move down the row and build your own bouquet. You can see here we're using it to sell evergreen and dried flower wreaths as well.
Molly, do you have a large staff or?
So right now, it's just me and my partner Caleb. And because it's farming, it's a long game. So we want to set a sustainable foundation and then bring on staff. We want to make sure that we can have a mutually beneficial relationship with any staff that we bring on. So in this next year, our second year in business, we're really laying the groundwork to be able to create more jobs and just a really healthy job relationship.
You're increasing your acreage from, say, from an eighth
To a half
to a
acre.
half, so that means a lot more work.
Yes.
All set for that?
Yes, this weekend has really helped me sort of conceptualize what that looks like for me, and I do think it's doable. I have a lot of experience farming, from 60-acre conventional farms to developing hobby farms for families in Seal Harbor, so I know I can do it.
Great, thank you, Molly. And now we're going to move over to Nikki, who's going to talk to us about the Mount Desert Makerspace.
So at the end, there's always a quiz, so indulge me. Please raise your hand if you've ever needed to borrow a tool, a Sawzall or sewing machine, to finish a job. Great. Please keep them up. Raise your hand if you've ever attended a class somewhere. All right, how about if you have needed to rent a space for a birthday party or a business event? How about if you've started your own business or you've got a business going and you need some space to grow or tools or encouragement? Excellent, I got almost all of you, you can put your hands down. What we're here representing is the amazing opportunity that we have to build a makerspace here in Mount Desert. Now, you can call it a makerspace, you can call it a fab lab, you can call it a co-working space. What we know that it does is it invigorates community. Models across the country are proving that it changes the economic foundation of communities. By having access to shared expensive equipment like laser cutters and kilns, micro businesses can get started. Visitors can come and have meaningful experiences on a day basis, a monthly basis, or a yearly basis. Mount Desert is filled with amazingly talented people who are underemployed seasonally. This space would give them an opportunity for micro businesses and to launch other sorts of endeavors by having low-cost space and access to equipment. I am dazzled by the amount of talent that I have found on this island. It's as if the Trenton Bridge is a vortex of awesomeness. Using information gained in our Maine Community Foundation grant, 58 out of 99 people already offered services, talent, or goods for this endeavor. And out of 99, we had one naysayer. Classes offered will engage intergenerational learners. You can bring your grandchild or you can leave your grandchild at home. That's up to you. We know that making groups support mental health. We know that being together and making together make us healthier and happier. That's really important to community. By offering basic and advanced classes in sophisticated shops, we offer everyone the opportunity to make and to do. Imagine free events where you can bring your broken lamp or your broken picture frame or your torn jeans and mend it alongside of your neighbor, sharing skills. Come and use the tool library. Take out equipment to fix your bike or the spirally thing for your KitchenAid. Imagine what you can do in this space. We'll have a store where you can buy rainy day maker kits or products and supplies, or great things that are made here. It's the end of the night. After you vote on whichever of these amazing people is going to win the money, you're going to get a 5-question survey. Please take the time to answer it. We want to know what the community wants. And if we work together, I truly believe that we can build this. And if you raised your hand at the beginning of this, you know that it's a really good idea. Thank you.
I think we should have, if there are questions from the judges, that would be great.
We're not in it for the money. We're in it for the money. I'm going to ask you for money later, but not.
Since you're gonna ask for money, I might as well ask you questions. So is this for commerce or just for John Q. Public who wants to come fix their bike?
Both. It's for both. We anticipate that there will be people who are just day users, hobbyists, and that also people who are beginning a business or needing to grow a business. Low cost fabrication and production space on this island are at an incredible premium.
So I like the idea, so don't take this question as I don't like it, but I'm in a highly regulated industry. So how do you govern the use of the mixture of public use with commerce use and just that overlap?
So we're looking at a little bit of a public radio model, right? So you have a membership, that membership gets you a certain amount of things. If you're interested in using it as a business, there are databases and apps that allow you to make sure that someone has signed off on a set of safety concerns, ensuring that insurance is happy, and that then actually tracks their hours as they scan into the building, and they can use that shop for 2 hours. Shop time will be divided up between classwork, and then hypothetically Wednesday from 8 to whatever is for businesses. You sign up for a time, that's your time, and that's how it works. These models are working all across the country.
I love the idea, but, my question is, where would you put it?
Well, I see empty buildings around town. I mean, I think we're looking for a building that we can repurpose. I think that there also is potential to build something, considering the space, but I think really it makes more sense to land it somewhere that already exists, if we can start that way.
You say there are other models around the country. That's good to hear. Are there any in particular that you're following that you think are the best in trade?
I don't know that I can give you a list right now of the best, but there are several really good ones in Portland. There's an amazing one in Boulder at the public library. Public library actually had to build an addition because use of the makerspace was so extraordinary. I'd be happy to, I think we can set up a list where people could look at them, but even on a small scale and on a big scale, they seem to really operate as a functional both business model and community building model.
Thank you.
That's it. Thank you very much. So what an incredible group of entrepreneurs. I think we should give them one more round of applause. A fabulous job up here tonight, and also all weekend, and also thank you for your patience with the tech issues. So what we're going to do now is the judges are going to get sequestered away. We're going to have audience choice award voting, and let me go over the process with this for you. And for folks online, we have some announcements for you as well. So you must be watching or present to vote. So please, you can only do that if you're watching on YouTube Live or if you are in the room. One vote per person by text is the way it will work. You will get a confirmation back that will have a link to the survey for the Mount Desert Makerspace, and it's a 4 or 5 question survey. So we ask that folks fill it out, let us know what you'd like. It's a great way to gather feedback. Again, Mount Desert Makerspace is not in the running for the prize money. I think Nikki will get to you later. So the way this works is, again, the judging criteria are over there on the far side of the slide: the market need, the strength of the team, the sustainable financial model, local economic impact, and the clarity of the ask, and finally the benefit of $5,000 to the venture. I also do want to announce, in the spirit of fairness, that Acadia Outdoor Center, the YouTube blinked out in the middle of their pitch. So for folks online, they did pitch, they are part of the running, and we offered them the opportunity to go again, and they opted to spare the in-person audience from a second pitch of the same thing. So, but please know that they are still active and involved, and simply text the number, so 1 through 8, and then we will tally up the votes. And I think we should sequester the judges away because they have a difficult decision to make. So, there's the judging criteria and the number. So send in those text messages. Yes, is there a question?
There's several of us that do not bring a phone.
If you do not have a phone, you have ballots on your desks there. You can bring us up the paper ballot right here to Jordan, sitting over here by 17 different computers, and we will add that in. Yes.
I'm being told that people that are watching online that they can't see the numbers. So maybe you could.
Thank you so much for telling me that. All right, so if you are interested in voting, if you are following Bubs, if you are voting for Bubs Burritos, that is number 1. If you are voting for Eaton Street Flowers, that is number 2. If you are voting for Nor'easter, that is number 3. Mount Desert Island Girl Pasta Company is number 4. Acadia Outdoor Center is number 5. Cranberry Oysters is number 6. Number 7 is the Exercise Design Lab. And number 8 is the Little Red Flower Shrub. Thank you. The phone number for those of you who are out there in YouTube is 561-202-3103. Again, the phone number for those of you out there in YouTube or on YouTube is 561-202-3103. Please let us know if you need other information.
I know, I just maybe a little different.
Audience voting and online voting will only be open for a few minutes, so please make your votes as quick as you can. And while you have a few time while we're waiting for the judges to deliberate, it's a great time to fill out the survey for the Mount Desert Makerspace. The confirmation should come to your text message. Just give it a few moments here. I'm being told by the tech support. 1 second, we're going to check to make sure we're all good.
I can go collect paper ballots if anybody does.
I can collect paper ballots if people want to.
So we're coming in. Just so everyone knows, we are receiving the votes coming in. It will just take a few minutes for the confirmation messages to come back. And if you have voted by text, please do not turn in a paper ballot. Confirmations are coming into the room even as we speak. These are all people who did not vote.
Yes. Okay, I think I need to put that in. And I can tell you to select one.
Yeah.
Are there, did you get multiple? Is that one? Okay. Okay, we got that one. Change the form.
They got oddly couple of people last year. I think they were the majority of the kids, as far as I understand. They didn't give the Q&A. People are gonna
So we're gonna be closing the text message voting in about 30 seconds. So please, if you have not voted, please do so right now.
Yeah, the 60 just delayed.
Yeah.
Never got confirmation. We can't have people. Yes, no, I appreciate it. Hey, Kat.
Everyone, we're gonna close. If I could have everyone's attention just for 1 second. If I could have your attention just for a moment, we're gonna close the online. We're gonna close up the online testing. If you have still not gotten the confirmation, they will still be coming out. If there are people here who have not gotten them in the next like 5 minutes, please come see us and we will figure out, we'll check in with what's going on with the system. But we're gonna be closing that right now, but you should still be getting confirmation texts and they're coming in. And I know some of them have been very delayed, but they are coming through. So just hang on and we're gonna check in with the judges here in a few minutes. We're gonna play a highlight reel from the boot camp in the meantime, while the judges are still deliberating. George, do you want to?
Good. I mentioned your name. Yeah. Good. That's pretty well. I was recently director of strategy for a software company, and the company went out. So I finally got a successful name. The first one, not so much, but the second one, yeah, so we were able to get some venture capital for it, but we were really very early in that stage, and it built it out. It didn't drop. But it was an incredible experience. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate that. So, yeah. How are you doing? Good. Good. Great. That's good. Yeah. We did some other work. We do a lot of strategy work. We've done work with tech companies. We also do fun stuff like this. So we did a strategic day, and I worked on a strategic every once in a while, I'll write a note. It's lovely to see. Yeah, very much so. Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, I actually just spoke at a class. Yeah. Dylan was very good. Great to see you.
Let me get it from Holly, and then we're going to start up. We're still good, right?
All right, everybody. Hello, everyone. We'd like to move on. This is the time to announce the winner and present the audience choice and the judge's choice award. Curtis, do you want to come on up? And so Curtis Smart, the president and CEO of our Harbor Bank and Trust, is going to be presenting the awards.
I don't need the clicker.
I need that.
I barely need a microphone. Thanks everyone for coming. That's me, Curtis Samard, running the best kept little secret in the state of Maine, Bar Harbor Bank and Trust, headquartered right here on great MDI with 4 branches, only bank with 4, but some people don't know 53 across Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont. $4 billion growing to $5 billion, coming to a town near you, and we proudly take Bar Harbor and the MDI name with us. So I want to thank Jay and Kathy and everyone. It's amazing to see what's happened here. All of the sponsors who have been a part of this, but also all of the mentors that have been here. A lot of folks have given their own time this weekend, so I appreciate that. And thank you, my team, for always making us look so good. I really appreciate it. Handing out the check seems like the easy part, but 8 people are going to hate me here in a minute. To the participants, I want to tell you I understand. Last week, I spent most of the week singing for my supper, meeting with either existing investors or prospective investors, trying to tell them the story of why they should invest in our bank so that we can continue to do all the things that we want to do. So I understand the nerves. I understand the preparation. I know it's not easy. What do they want to hear me say? What should I say? I want to applaud you all. You did a great job. We all had a great feeling of who you are and your passion for it, and also the underlying passion for MDI. So a round of applause for all our So Jay, do I just spill the oysters? Is that how that works?
That is how that works.
Spill the oysters, cranberry oysters, wins $5,000.
Thank you for everyone who came out. This weekend has been a really intense process, and we've learned so much, and we're just really grateful for all the community support. This is a really special place.
Thank you. next is the audience choice, which, Kathy, you gonna do that one or am I?
You can say it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna write it out.
So we know it's not a short name.
Okay.
Audience choice winner, Little Red Flower Shop.
Anybody photos with all your- We have this great flashes on our stage. Is that okay, photo line? Okay. Great.
Thank you so much. Hi, Grandma. Watching. This is a win for all the local flowers. Cody Sargent, I love you. Salt Flower Farm, big help. Yeah, thank you to Jay and everyone who put this on, working with Liza and all of this. This was a wild ride. Yeah, so much gratitude. Floral joy is real, don't forget.
So I think we should have one last round of applause for the entrepreneurs. We'd just like to thank everybody for coming out. Thank you to our Architect and Trust. Thank you to our judges, Mount Desert 365 for investing in our local economy. And everyone have a great evening. Thanks so much for being here.